Now, good afternoon. Now, there are issues that are raising in our country, the aftermath of the demonstrations that started a while ago, that's a month ago, which has culminated to the official number that has been released by the government of the deaths are 50, and a big number of injuries that have occurred throughout the Republic of Kenya. Equally, there are deaths that are alleged, particularly Githurai and Rongai, which have not been proven or evidence put on the table or ascertained to the allegations that there were massacres in these particular areas. So for now, we can say that the confirmed deaths since the demonstration commenced are 50 going forward. Now, the Gen Z started the demonstrations. The Gen Z started the picketing. The Gen Z started a process of presenting their grievances or whatever they felt that was not going right in the present regime of Kenya Kwanza. The main issue that opened to these demonstrations was the Finance Bill 2024, which as a result of the demonstrations, as a result of the agitation, as a result of the pressure from within and without, the president badged and finally refused to append his signature to a set after the members of parliament had passed the finance bill in the floor of the National Assembly. Now, there has been a to and fro, an olive branch extended by the presidency to the Gen Z for dialogue. But the Gen Z, the leaderless, the partyless, the tribeless group have come out openly to decline any form of dialogue. Now, the Constitution of Kenya 2010 has everything and anything that is required for anything that is supposed to be done going forward as a republic or a state. Indeed, all sovereign power is given to the citizens of this country. Indeed, the power given to the citizens of this country can be effected in twofold. Directly, that is by the masses going to the streets or demanding what should be done, or indirectly by elected members to the National Assembly, the Senate, the county assemblies, and the government structure in the Republic of Kenya. Where I sit or where I stand as a constitutional and legal expert is that I don't really foresee a situation where we want to drive our country into anarchy. Let us allow the Constitution to reign supreme as a country and going forward. The Gen Z have reasons for declining the call for dialogue. What is the reason? It is well known and open to every citizen of this country that numerous undertakings have been brought into the table by various or numerous regimes that have been in power, but none of these task forces, dialogue forums, seminars, or gatherings have ever brought any results which is tangible that can be accredited to the change as that the Gen Z are requesting for. Now, I'm not seeing a situation where the Gen Z are ready to budge. I'm not seeing a situation where the Gen Z are ready to dialogue. It will call on the leadership of the country also to go back to the drawing board and try to see which is the way that we can come back and sit together as a nation and be part of a solution, not part of a problem that is ailing our nation. Thank you.
Are they being funded by some foreign bodies?
I will be very sincere that the allegation that the Gen Zs are being funded is neither here or there. Can I give you an example of what happened a few months ago? There was the TikToker influencer by the name of Brian Shearer. Brian Shearer died, and the Gen Zs, who are the majority in the social app TikTok, raised close to 11 million in a span of 14 days. The Gen Z have the numbers. What they were doing in the raising of funds, for particularly the influencer who died, was that they were tagging each other and contributing 10 shillings, 20 shillings, 30 shillings, 70 shillings, 100 shillings. There is no single Gen Z or there is no single TikToker who gave 100,000 as a contribution. So I'll tell you for free that these people have the numbers. These young people have the numbers. So what they are doing is that they are raising money in volume. Their numbers, they raise 10,000. Just a question for the fourth estate. 10 shillings times 3 million followers on TikTok. How much does this translate to? It translates to 30 million. So Gen Z and the funding, it's highly doubtful that there is any single entity that is funding or trying to bring unrest in Kenya. The unrest in Kenya is a culmination of particular wrongs that have been perpetrated by the system, the former system, the present system, and going forward, people who have the entitlement and impunity and reigning supreme in both. Now, it's quite unfortunate that the Kisii, particularly Kisii, I'll talk about Kisii because this is my area of practice. The hostility that was meted on journalists by the police force. We are no longer calling it a police service. It is a police force now. It has gone back to the Moi era where we are the police force. The violence, the brutality meted on journalists is unacceptable, totally unacceptable, and it is something that somebody needs to point, and it has to be called by name, and the particular individuals, the security apparatus, the security chiefs within this region of Kisii and southwest, South Nyanza, must be called to book that they did wrong by profiling journalists.